Hi, I'm Rob Guthins, ServiceMaster Advanced Cleaning and Restoration in Mobile, Alabama. We do a lot of mold remediation, and we put up a lot of videos, and every now and then I get some calls or emails from people, and this one came from Brian, and he's in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I'm not going to talk about his last name, but it brings up a lot of points that people go through and challenges that people face in mold, and gives me a chance to talk a little bit about maybe what people should do. Brian says he has a serious mold problem and he's having a hard time fixing it. And he says, I want to get your advice, and I've read your articles and watched your videos, and I wish you were in our local area in Indianapolis. Well, I think that there are probably a lot of people in Indianapolis that can handle this. But anyway, he explains the situation. He said that there were humidifiers running in the home for a long time. From my standpoint, I really don't think that probably has anything to do with it, but I think he's got some leaks in his house, but that's my guess. Anyway, he goes on to say that the mold remediation came out and did some sampling, and they cleaned the house with a clove oil and water recipe they found online, and then they bought some diffusers, and they're running them. And they said the back porch has a wooden deck, and it's moldy. They talked to some other folks, and they suggested a chemical spray that they put on and another rinsing, which they did. I think maybe that's on the porch, I'm not sure. Anyway, some of the counts are 11,000 to 13,000 spores per cubic foot. And anyway, he goes on to say, he said the company that did the sample also does the remediation. And your videos say not to trust people that do both. And he's charging a lot of money to remediate the home. And even he's going to clean the air ducts, and he said he's already $5,000 in, and he's just trying to figure out what to do. He doesn't know what to do. And it brings up several points. Number one, I have talked about from time to time about using a company that does remediation, also does the testing. Unethical ones could say that, yeah, we tested it and it's really bad, and we're going to clean it up, and then they do the testing and certify that they cleared the air sampling. And I've always preached that that's a bad idea. But in this case, it appears that company is going to do something one step further than that, which is they're not going to help him find the cause. So that's the very first thing that I tell people. We're not going to come out and let you spend a dime with us until we can find the cause of your situation. Period, the end. I mean, if it's something that we don't know what caused it, yet there's mold all over the place, and we're going to charge somebody to come clean up, and we know it's going to come back. So if we don't know, so that's another reason why I always suggest in these cases to go get an IH. Go get somebody that can do the sampling, independent of the remediation company, and can also help you figure out what's going on. Where's the leak? Where's the more? He doesn't say anything in his letter about that they looked for moisture or did any kind of moisture testing at all. But it brings up a major point. I wrote him back and I said, it's really almost impossible for me to tell what's going on. But spore counts like he was talking about, unless the windows are open, they're not coming in from the outside. The testing company is going to do testing outside as a sample, and they're going to do testing inside in several areas. It's not coming in from the outside. That's not the issue here. There's something going on in this house, and it could have been leaks in the walls. It could have been old leaks that were unattended. We don't know. I can't tell him from afar. But spraying and fogging, those are Band-Aids, as is an air scrubber. Those are tools that the remediation company might use, but total removal of all spores, first finding the cause, and then coming back, total removal of all spores, which means removing sheetrock, possibly, or wiping it off where it's not eating into sheetrock, sanding studs, doing a complete and thorough job. And yes, you might use air scrubbers and you might use some fogging and spraying in that process, but you can't just go spray in ductwork and go spray a home and think that's going to take care of the mold without even figuring out what the cause is. So mold, again, has to have a source, a food source, and it has to have water. And the one thing we can eliminate is we can eliminate the water. Where's the water coming from? If we don't figure that out, folks, you're wasting time, you're wasting money. I'm not gonna let you waste money with me. But it brought up some really good points, and I wrote him back, and I took it easy on him. It was really nice. And Brian, I appreciate you writing me. Hopefully, my response to you via email helped. But if you have a problem, give us a call, and we can help you. But we got to look at it, and we got to figure out the source, what's going on. Give us a call if we can help you. Rob Guthins, ServiceMaster, Advanced Cleaning and Restoration, the master of disaster in Mobile, Alabama, 251-653-9333. Thank you.